as we have done the AB rules, we are going to take examples on it. Here we are having the example sin 50 cos 10 cos 50 sin 10. We have to evaluate in part number first. If you see here, it is like sin A cos B plus cos A sin B. Means we have to use identity. We can say formula sin A cos B plus cos A sin B, which is given by sine of A plus B. So we're going to use this one. Here A replaced by 50 and B replaced by 10. We get this one, means sin 60. Sin 60 we can write from table square root 3 divided by 2. If you see our next part, it is given by cos A cos B plus sin A sin B. Means we are going to use this identity cos A cos B plus sin A sin B, which is given by cos of A minus B formula. So if you use it here, cos of A means 70, B means 10. If you subtract it, means simplify by what must do? 70 minus 10, 60. Cos 60 from table given by 1 by. Same here. If you see here, it is like A, B. It is like A, it is like B. There is plus symbol, so we are going to indicate from here. Cos A cos B plus sin A sin B. Again cos of A minus B formula. So it can be written like this. Cos of A minus B. If you see here, A is common, outside. So cos of A outside, inside left value from here, n plus 2 minus of n plus 1 means sign change. If you simplify, n cancel out. From bracket 2 minus 1 is 1. 1 multiply A become overall A. So this is our answer by using the identity cos A cos B plus sin A sin B given by cos of A minus B. Now we are going to look another example. We have to show that sin of A minus B divided by cos A cos B plus sin of B minus C divided by cos B cos C plus sin of C minus A divided by cos C cos A is equal to 0. If you see here, there is a pattern. AB, then it become BC, then it become CA. So we are going to solve only one of them, taking first one. Here sin of A minus B, we know the identity. Sin of A minus B is given by sin A cos B minus cos A sin B. We know this identity. Divided by cos A cos B. If we divide each term by cos A cos B, we get this one. Divide by cos A cos B first term, second term divide by cos A cos B. If you see here, in first term cos B cancel out, in second term cos A cancel out. It becomes sin A by cos A means tangent A minus, it is given by sin B divided by cos B means tangent B. If we write, if you see the pattern, to find out this value, we are going to write similarly. We can write like this, sin of B minus C divided by cos B cos C. If we see here, the previous one, A replaced by B, B replaced by C. A replaced by B, B replaced by C. So we are going to change same here. A replaced by B and B replaced by C. And the third term is given by sin of C minus A divided by cos C cos A. It gives us tangent of C minus tangent of A. If we add all of them together, we get on the left hand side sin of A minus B divided by cos A cos B plus sin of B minus C divided by cos B cos C. And the third term, if you see here, sin of C minus A divided by cos C minus cos C with their cos A. If you see the right hand side, tangent AR cancel out, tangent BR cancel out, and then CR also cancel out. So right hand side become 0. Means like this, when there is a question in pattern shape like this, AB replaced by BC and BC replaced by CA, then we do like this. We saw only one of the term there, then we write similarly and then we simplify the question in this sense. Now we have given a question that is given by sine of A, value is given by 3/5 and the angle lies in first quadrant. Cos of B is given by -12/13 and the quadrant is mentioned here third. We have to find out the value of sine of A minus B, cos of A plus B and tangent of A minus B. If you see here, as you know according to 10th class, sine of theta is given by P by H. It means here the value of perpendicular is given by 3. Hypotenuse is given by 5. If we calculate by Pythagoras, base comes out 4. Here cos is given by B by H. So here base is given by 12, hypotenuse is given by 13 and the perpendicular by Pythagoras, if we calculate we get it as 5. Now we are going to use AB rules. Sine of A minus B is given by sine A cos B minus cos A sine B. Now we are going to use the values. First of all, we are going to discuss with A. Sine A, P by H, 3/5. Cos A, B by H, 4/5. Now, as the quadrant is mentioned, it is first quadrant, so both the values are positive. Now, cos B, it is already given -12/13. Now, sine B, it is given by P by H, 5/13. As the quadrant is mentioned here third, in third quadrant, cos and sine both are negative. If we see here, this value become -36/65 and the second solution from here become +20/65. If we simplify by LCM, we get it -16/65 as the answer. Now we are moving towards our next part, cos of A plus B. Our rule is cos A cos B minus sine A sine B. As we have written all the values in the previous part, cos A from here 4/5, cos B from here -12/13, sine A from here 3/5 and sine B from here -5/13. We are taking directly from here. If you see here, first value become -48/65 and the second value become 15/65. If we solve them by taking LCM, solution comes out, finally we get -33/65. Now we are moving towards our third part, tangent of A minus B. Our rule is tangent of A minus tangent of B divided by 1 plus tangent A tangent B. Now we have to see according to tangent. We know that tangent of theta is given by P by B. First of all, we are going to use A value. Tangent A, tangent A. P by B means 3/4. So replacing this value first. 3/4, 3/4. Now tangent of B. What is the value of tangent B? Tangent is again given by P by B. Tangent in third quadrant is positive. So it is 5/12. Now we are going to take LCM in denominator. LCM is 48. So we are taking LCM of these two as a 48. LCMs are same, so they can cancel out. After LCM it become 36 minus 20 divided by. It becomes 48 plus 15. So final answer becomes 16/63. So like this we can simplify. By given two T ratios we can find out the values of given T ratios by using AB rules. In this question we have to prove cos 17 plus sin 17 divided by cos 17 minus sin 17 is equal to tangent of 62. If you see here, from tangent we have to need to convert in sin and cos. So we are taking from here right hand side. We need here 17 from here. So we have to break tangent 62 in two parts in which one of the angles should be 17. So if we break one of the angle as 17, so balance comes out 45. So using tangent A plus B formula, it is given by tangent A plus tangent B divided by 1 minus tangent A tangent B. Now replacing the values, as the value of tangent 45 from table is 1. So we replace it first. Answer is required in sin cos, so we change tangent theta is equal to sin theta by cos theta as in numerator as well as in denominator. If we see here, if we take LCM in numerator cos 17, denominator is also cos 17. LCM cancel out, so after simplify we get cos 17 plus sin 17 divided by cos 17 minus sin 17. So like this we can prove our left hand side also. So if we now continue on the next question, it is given by tangent 3x, tangent 2x, tangent x. break in three parts, tangent 3x minus tangent 2x minus tangent x. If you see here, there is a hint. Sum of these two angles is third angle. It means we can break 3x in two parts. One of them is 2x, other is x. So we are going to use this one. Tangent 3x can be written as tangent 2x plus x. Now using identity tangent a plus b, it can be written as tangent a plus tangent b divided by 1 minus tangent a tangent b. If you see here, there is a comparison because there is equal sign. So we are using here left hand side tangent 3x and we make here cross multiply because it can be taken as 1. Tangent 3x multiply these two, we get here tangent 3x minus tangent 3x, tangent 2x, tangent x. And on the right hand side, 1 multiply these two terms, no change, so it remains same, tangent 2x plus tangent x. Now, we get all the four terms, 1 as a product, 3 as single. If you see here, this term is positive, single on one side. So we are going to shift this on the left, these two data on the other side. Here, tangent 3x we are already having. On shifting, sign of these two terms change. Minus tangent 2x minus tangent x is equal to, on shifting this value become plus tangent 3x, tangent 2x, tangent x. Remember the result, it will help you in next class also. What is the remembrance? Sum of two angles is equal to third, all are in product, bigger come first, smaller become negative with the second and third terms. Now question is given a plus b is 45. We have to show cotangent a minus 1 in the first bracket, cotangent of b minus 1 in the second bracket should be equal to 2. If you see our result, we have applied should be requirement of cotangent functions. So we are taking here cotangent on both sides. So we get cotangent a plus b is equal to cotangent 45. Cotangent 45 from table is 1. Now we need here cotangent rule in case of AB form. It is given by cotangent A, cotangent B minus 1 divided by cotangent B plus cotangent A. If we cross multiply, because it is like comparison, equation type, so we cross multiply here, we get cotangent A, cotangent B minus 1 is equal to cotangent B plus cotangent A. Now if we see our result again, constant is on one side with positive symbol, so we have to shift 1 on the other side and these two data on the other side. We get this one, cotangent A, cotangent B minus cotangent B minus cotangent A. Now again if we see our proof, in constant we have required 2, but we are getting 1s. To make it 2, add 1 on right side, 1 on the left hand side. Now making pair and taking common. Here cotangent B is common. Cotangent B common, we get it from here, cotangent A left, full value common, 1. As the factorization should be same, it means second bracket should be comes out same. What we do here, nothing is common, it means 1 is common. Negative value become positive means sign change is equal to 2. Now, these brackets are same now, taken common outside, so left out value is cotangent B minus 1 is equal to 2. This proves our result. Cotangent A minus 1 multiplied with cotangent B minus 1 should be equal to 2 here. Our next question is tangent of alpha plus theta is equal to n times tangent alpha minus theta, and we have to prove n plus 1 sin n to sin 2 theta and minus 1 sin 2 alpha. Before doing this, we are going to discuss one of the new result. It is given by, suppose statement is given by A by B. We can write like this, numerator remains same in both. Bottom value added, bottom value subtracted. This rule is known as componendo, means combine them, and dividendo, means in division subtract them. So we are going to use this rule to prove this result here. First of all, our requirement is n with constant 1. There is no constant. If you see here, we can write n by 1. 1 comes out in constant. Getting tangent function on the left hand side. So we get here tangent alpha plus theta divided by tangent alpha minus theta is equal to n by 1. Now we are going to apply componendo and dividend. Now according to this rule, numerator value remains same, no change in numerator as well as denominator. What about denominator? Denominator in numerator become plus sign, in denominator become minus sign. So plus tangent of alpha minus theta, minus of tangent alpha minus theta. What about on the right hand side? And remain as is, one added, one subtracted. It means we get these two terms, and plus 1 and minus 1. Now we need the result of tangent in terms of sine. So tangent of angle can be written as sine by cos. Same here, tangent alpha minus theta can be written as sine by cos with the angle alpha minus theta. Same for denominator, sine of alpha plus theta divided by cos of alpha plus theta minus sine of alpha minus theta divided by cos of alpha minus theta. If you see here, LCM of numerator comes out product of these two cos function. Same here. So LCM cancel out. Finally we get from here sine of alpha plus theta after LCM cos of alpha minus theta plus cos of alpha plus theta multiply with sine of alpha minus theta divided by sine of alpha plus theta multiply with cos of alpha minus theta with minus sine cos of alpha plus theta sine of alpha minus theta. Right side remains same, n plus 1 divided by n minus 1. If you see here, it is like sine A cos B plus cos A sin B. And downside sine A cos B minus cos A sin B. If you apply the entries, we get sine of A plus B. If we add here, A plus B means sum of these two angles. Theta, theta cancel out, alpha plus alpha become 2 alpha. In downside, sine of A minus B on subtracting alpha cancel out, theta become double. Sine of 2 theta. And our right side is n plus 1 divided by n minus 1. If we cross multiply here, we get n minus 1 multiply sine 2 alpha is equal to n plus 1 with sine 2 theta. So like this, we can prove our result by using the rule here, that is componendo and dividendo, which is given by fraction a by b can be written as numerator remains same, denominator add up. Numerator remains same, denominator subtract up.